Then this morning we are talking about guns. Lately in our area, far too many firearms have been stolen. Gunshot break-ins, home robberies, unlocked cars. And we're going to focus today mostly on those unlocked cars. Most of these guns end up on the street in the hands of people who should not have them. So the message this morning in our Staying Safe segment, if you're going to have a gun, lock it up.
These guns are in the hands of convicted felons. They're out there being used to commit other crimes. This is too many guns illegally on the street.
On this table, some of the recently confiscated firearms by the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. That banner behind them illustrates the 256 guns stolen from cars last year in Hillsborough County.
When you see our aggravated assault rates rise the way they do, we know it's because more firearms have flooded the streets. So it's become a priority initiative for the sheriff to get out there and do what we have to do to get guns away from bad guys and put bad guys in jail.
We've seen this far too often. Car hoppers going vehicle to vehicle in neighborhoods. They're looking for unlocked cars, and they really want to find a gun.
That's almost more valuable than a piece of jewelry or the GPS unit that they're stealing, because these guns are so valuable out in the street because someone who's unable to purchase a firearm legitimately now has hit payday.
We all have a responsibility to lock our doors to our cars, to our garages and our homes, especially if we have weapons.
This isn't about being in support or opposing gun control. This is about ownership, responsibility. If you decide to own a firearm, you are charged with the grave responsibility of properly and safely securing that firearm, keeping it away from criminals, keeping it away from children. Keeping your firearm in your center console with your car unlocked, that's not properly stored.
75% of all car burglaries in our area happen because people don't bother to lock their vehicles. And when there is a firearm taken from that car, the potential for other crime is increased.
We would hope that we would all take that fiduciary responsibility and say, hey, I have to properly keep this gun stored away from bad guys, away from my young children, to make sure they don't fall in the wrong hands, to make sure that criminals don't take this firearm and use it to conduct other crimes.
Okay, now the what if. What if your gun is stolen? We talked to our friend, attorney Anthony Rickman, and he says while Florida does not make it mandatory to report that a weapon has been stolen, it makes good sense to do so. And Anthony says record the serial number and have it just in case. That firearm, remember, is registered to you. If it is used in a crime, authorities will start with you in the investigation. Also, he says lock it up. While we may not have laws about that either, common sense here. As we've seen, too many guns are on the streets illegally. But a warning, if an unlocked gun is acquired by a child, then you'll have some problems.
Oh, that's scary.
It is. And again, like Chad stresses, we didn't want to get into the gun control issue. Just if you're going to have one, be responsible.
Right. At least know the serial number.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Sure.